So government business we came, that is small saving schemes. The most important four government schemes, saving schemes are there: PPF scheme, Kisan Vikas Patra, Sukanya Samriddhi, and Senior Citizen scheme. All four are very important schemes. So we will remember these schemes in seriatim, that is PPF, Patra, Samriddhi, Senior. Remember PPSS. PPF will start, then Patra, that means Kisan Vikas Patra, then Samriddhi, then Senior Citizen. Senior Citizen on the last. So why I am telling this is rate of interest is very important to remember. So rate of interest, a seriatim way we have to remember. The first one is PPF scheme, that is 7.10 rate of interest. Then Kisan Vikas Patra 7.5%, Sukanya Samriddhi 8%. Highest is senior citizens. The most aged people will get the highest rate of return, that is 8.2%. That you remember. And the least is PPF scheme is 7.1%. If you add plus 0.04, 7.5 will come. If you add 0.5, it will come to 8 here. So 7.1 plus 0.4, 7.5 plus 0.5, 8%. Then last one is 8.2. Remember, PPF will come first and senior citizen last. You practice that in a table. PPF, that is the reason. First PPF will come with 7 point, then Patra will come, that is Kisan Vikas Patra, 0.4% you add 7.5, then 0.5 it will become 8, that is Sukanya Samriddhi. Then last one is your senior citizen scheme, highest 8.2. So PPF 7.1 you remember first, then senior citizen last, highest 8.2 you remember. In between these numbers plus 0.4 plus 0.5 you have to add here, and this seriatim you should not forget: PPF, Patra, Samriddhi, Senior. This is with regard to rate of interest. Tomorrow examiner may ask you what is the rate of interest for all these schemes. And remember, in Kisan Vikas Patra scheme, the amount will be doubled. So that is the reason they made 115 months. Very important to remember, 115 months, wherein Kisan Vikas, somebody put 10,000 rupees. It will be doubled after 115 months. The National Pension Scheme, Mahila Samman, and some general guidelines we are going to discuss. Now let us see the first scheme. Sukanya Samriddhi is a girl child. So government has introduced this scheme for girl child. And remember, the girl child age should be 10 years. 10 is very important to remember. Okay, so 10 years. So 10 years means a minor child, so they cannot open account. So guardian will open the account. Any resident of Indian can open this account. Okay, one account per account holder. One girl child, one account hold. One we can open. So maximum two girl child they can open. Below 10 years, two girl children can be opened by their guardians. Proof is required that she is less than 10 years. That can be taken by their birth certificate, because less than 10 years, 10 certificate will not be there now. So birth certificate we have to take. Maximum accounts, two girl children in one family. Okay, one wife and husband means two girl children. If they are having both the girl children, they can open individually on one account. This is the concept. Okay, exceptions is just if, for example, in a first instance, okay, if they got twins, then second birth no accounts, because two children to be opened. So both the children they got in the first instance itself. So second birth they will not allow. For example, in the first instance they got only single baby, and second instance maybe they got twins or triples, all will be allowed. That means in another way, when first birth they got single child, so they can open. Second child they got triplets, three girl children, all the three, total four accounts they can open. Okay, this is how the maximum number of accounts can be opened for girl child. That is the important point to remember. For examination point, you have to remember is below 10 years and two girl children they can open. Now tomorrow if the customer became NRI, so at the time of opening the account, his father is a resident. After that, he became an NRA. That account can be continued till maturity, and benefits also, whatever maturity benefits are in between benefits, obtained on non-repatriation basis and no extension. That funds they cannot take to abroad. Okay, no non-repatriation, no extension. And this amount, what is the amount they can put in the child name? Minimum deposit is 250 rupees, and in multiples of 50, and maximum 1,50,000 rupees. So tax saving is there, so that's why they said maximum is 1,50,000. Excess of 1,50,000, if somebody puts in their child name, no interest will be paid and the amount also will be returned. Okay, so minimum 250, in multiples of 50, maximum 1,50,000 can be deposited in one child's name. So If there is a how much period they have to deposit? Minimum 15 years. Deposits may be made in the account until completion of period of 15 years from the date of opening the account. This is the minimum deposit period. Then default, for example, the 250 what we have discussed minimum, if they are not paying in any financial year, then it is called as a default. But after 2 years, they want to repay the 250 rupees. For example, they want to continue the account. Then if minimum 250 not paid, it is called as a default, but it can be regularized by penalty of 50 rupees per each year and minimum deposit also to be paid. For example, first year they pay 250, second year they're not paid, third year they're not, fourth year they want to pay. Second year 250 plus penalty 5300, third year deposit 250 plus another 5300, 600 they can pay in fourth year and they can regularize the account. So penalty you have to remember, if there is a default, 50 rupees is penalty, and to regularize the account, that minimum 1 year amount na 250, that also they have to pay, that you have to remember. Then maturity, Sukanya Samriddhi will be mature from 21 years from the date of account opening. This is the most important point. 15 years deposits they have to give, okay, and a maturity will happen after 21 years from date of account opening. These 2 years are very important. Then rate of interest, already I told you. Again, I am telling every slide I will tell you. PPF, Patra, Samriddhi, Senior Citizen. PPF 7.1%, Senior Citizen 8.2%. We will remember, in between two are there. That is PPF means Patra is there. 0.4, 7.5. Then 7.5, 0.5, 8% will be for Sukanya Samriddhi. Then last is 8.2. Remember the table very carefully. Now this is Sukanya Samriddhi. Say again, here different will come. Okay, 8%. Rate of interest calculation. How the rate of interest will be calculated? Every scheme same concept. The least balance interest is the lowest balance in the account between the close of 5th day and end of the month. From 5th day to end of the month, what is the least balance available? Based on that, interest will be calculated. Interest credited end of the financial year. Please remember, all government schemes end of the financial only account will be created except senior citizen scheme. Because senior citizen scheme, they are having some, we'll discuss elaboratively about that senior citizen scheme. Some 30 lakhs they can deposit. For their survival, they need interest, okay, for their livelihood. So that is the reason quarterly government is paying back. Remaining all schemes are savings scheme. That's why government said annually only we will pay rate of interest, not pay. Crediting to that account will be done on credit. Operation of the account. Till 18, guardian will run the account, because the 10 years, na, baby age is 10 years or less than 10 years. Then after that, child can run after 18. This is the concept. Now, premature closure. Is there any possibility of premature closure on that baby account, a premature closure? Yes. At the death of the account holder, it can be premature. Till death, always you remember, because death is not in anybody's hand. So, applicable rate of interest will be paid. This is a benefit which government wants to pass on. But from date of death to closure, there may be a delay. Maybe 1% expired in the month of December. March only it was closed. So, date of death to March, the closure, only post office saving rate will be paid. This is one important. So, Sukanya Samriddhi, if death of the account holder, premature is permitted. Second is extraordinary compassionate grounds of life-threatening disease or death of a guardian. Then also same applicable rate of interest. But one thing is there, in extraordinary extreme compassionate grounds, what they are telling is minimum the deposit should complete 5 years, but not before completion of 5 years. This cannot be permitted, even it is a extreme compassionate ground. Third condition, premature marriage of the account holder. That girl has attained 18 years age, okay, then then their parents after 21 years or somewhere, if they want her to get married, then in NJS stamp paper they have to give a notary supported that age of the girl is 18 years on the date of marriage with proof. Then we can premature closure, we can give it to the that girl for marriage purpose we can give. But remember that marriage amount, whatever they want to premature closure they want to do, before 1 month of the date of intended marriage they can close, or after 3 months from the date of marriage. After 3 months from the date of marriage or before 1 month of the marriage also they can go for premature closure, and they can get the funds to celebrate that marriage of the girl. Okay, this is the concept. So again I'm repeating, death of the account holder, amount will be paid, no doubt, applicable rate of interest will be paid, but from date of death to date of closure, post office, remaining all applicable, whatever rate of government will they will pay. Compassionate grounds also same, applicable rate of interest they will pay, but account should run for minimum 5 years. That is the important condition they told. Marriage, yes, it can be paid if they give a NJS paper. Only thing is 1 month before marriage they will give, or within 3 months after date of marriage, anything. Now withdrawal, partial withdrawal. Partial withdrawal also permitted in Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, that is 50%, maximum 50% amount at the end of the financial preceding the year of application for withdrawal. That means whenever they apply, before that how much credit they have in their account, out of that 50% can be paid. But remember, this is only for education purpose. That is the reason they say attain 18 years of age, that girl should attain 18 or pass minimum 10th standard, whichever is earlier. Okay, then it can be given. Then withdrawal pattern, this partial withdrawal is lump sum they can take or installments not exceeding one per year. Installments, if they want to take one per year, it can be, because education na, education purpose means every year the girl needs a amount, so every 1 year they can take, but maximum 5 years they can, that girl can take for her education. Now some important charges, every scheme same. If passbook is lost, whether any government scheme, it is 50 rupees. Transfer of account to one bank to post office or post office to bank, okay, branch to branch, 100 rupees. Nomination, all schemes maximum 4 nominations are permitted. Sukanya Samriddhi is such a scheme that government savings scheme. So income tax benefit is there. So tax benefit under is there. But interest also exempted under IT. Sukanya Samriddhi, all are interest also exempted. Sukanya Samriddhi, whenever a guardian wants to open an account, then they have to submit PAN card. If PAN card is not there, they have to submit Form 60. And remember, if they are giving Form 60 instead of giving PAN number, they will give a declaration that within 6 months they will provide the PAN. If they are not providing the PAN card within the specified 6 months, then account will be ceased to be operation till he submits PAN to the branch. That is, the first scheme is over. Now we'll come to the second scheme, that is senior citizen scheme. The senior citizen, what is the rate of interest? Highest rate of interest, 8.2%, right? Okay. Now any individual can open this account. Senior citizen, the name itself says it is 60 years and above. So age of 60 years and above only can open this account. But exception again, defense people. So defense people after 20 years they will retire. So that is the reason after defense they can retire. They can retire. Okay. So a defense service excluding civilian defense. What they told is they are eligible to account at the age of 50 years. Okay, only for them exception is there. Otherwise, normal retired people 60 years. Defense people at the age of 50 years they can do. And remember, VRS people who has attained the age of 50 years or more but less than 60 years, who has retired on superannuation or otherwise. If they are taking VRS and all above 50, defense means 50, normal 60. Defense means 50, superannuation means 55. But 55 to less than 60 years they can open. But only one condition is whatever benefits they get, na retirement benefits, within 1 month they have to deposit. That is the condition. So within 1 month from the date of receipt of retirement benefit, if they open, it can be permitted. Okay. So again, I'm repeating, normally it is 60, for defense it is 50, for superannuation 55 to 60. This is the age criteria we have to remember. Individually also senior citizen can open, or jointly with spouse also they can open. Now joint account, always you remember, because senior citizen is the first account holder, only we will see the age of the first account holder only. Second applicant can be at any age. Okay, that means they can marry a, if at all something happens to first wife, they can go for second marriage. So age, it cannot be matching now, that less than 3 years gap. So that is the reason maybe government permitted no age limit for second applicant. Second applicant may be 45. This man may be 60 plus. So it can be done, no problem. Then both the spouses can also open when both are employee, both are got retired. Okay, so both the spouses also can open single account and joint account with each other with the maximum deposit of 30 lakhs in each account, provided both are individually eligible to open. See, for example, husband and wife both are employees, both got retired, both can joint, both can individually also they can open. The maximum amount under senior citizen is 30 lakhs. Okay, so that is the reason they told individually they can deposit 30 lakhs. Not eligible. See, if any successor or legal heir are deceased, customer is already expired, their legal heir or successors cannot open this account. Number of accounts, any number they can open, but maximum deposit is 30 lakhs. Senior citizen scheme is very important. The latest modification, earlier it was 15 lakhs. Now government modified in the latest financial budget is 30 lakhs. So minimum deposit amount, very important, 1000 in multiples of 1000. 1000, we have already discussed, one scheme is over. Okay, Sukanya Samriddhi. It is 250 in multiples of 50, maximum 150. So 250 is only for Sukanya Samriddhi, odd man. Initially they have to open with 250. But senior citizen scheme, minimum 1000, in multiples of 1000, maximum 30 lakhs. Remember, it cannot be, you will get confused 1.5 or 30. Remember, this is a senior citizen scheme, retirement benefits. So they have lot of amount in their hand. So it is 30 lakhs. Okay. In that, small children are there. In their parents are depositing in their children's name, girl children. So maximum 1.5 lakhs. Okay. Period of deposit, senior citizen scheme, minimum 5 years. Minimum 5 years. Then any extension after 5 years, if at all they want to continue, yes, it can be continued for further 3 years. It can be only once it will be permitted, but maximum 3 years. And remember, one more condition is there. After 5 years, if they want to extend for another 3 years, before 1 year, they have to apply by making an application within period of 1 year from the date of maturity. Before 1 year, they have to tell that they want to extend for another 3 years. Then only it can be permitted. Account holder may close account any time after 1 year from the date of extension. See, after 5 years, if at all they extend for 3 years, even after every year, they can close the account because it is the extension period. So they have permitted. Okay. Then rate of interest already I have discussed is highest 8.2%. And deposited amount in excess of maximum ceiling is post office saving bank. You remember here in Sukanya Samriddhi, what they told, any excess will be refunded, no interest will be paid. But when it comes to senior citizen scheme, they told very clearly post office savings rate of interest will be paid. Premature closure, whether it can be permitted in senior citizen? Yes. Account closed before 1 year, within 1 year, if they are minimum 5 years. So before 1 year means interest paid will be collected, everything, and balance. Only principal will be paid. Within 1 year, only principal. 1 year to 2 year, 1.5% deposit shall be amount equal to 1.5% of the deposit will be taken, balance shall be paid to the account holder. So 1 to 2 years, 1.5% penalty, and above 2 years, 1% penalty. Like that, you remember with regard to senior citizen scheme, premature closure. Closure of account, already I told you deposit is minimum 5 years. If they extend for another 3 years, then it is 8 years. So 5 years, 8 years if extended. Death of the account holder. Yes, already same. Death means I already told you, government always give applicable rate of interest. But again, from date of death to date of closure, post office saving. Any scheme, same concept. Yes, in case of joint accounts, whether the spouse is a sole nominee, then spouse may continue the account on the same terms and conditions if the spouse meets the eligibility conditions. If the death of the deposit, spouse can continue the deposit. Then transfer of account, already I told you, 100 rupees. Nomination, 50 rupees. Maximum nominations are 4 rupees. And everybody knows that deposit means general customers up to 40,000 no TDS. Senior citizen above 50,000 TDS. Same rule applies here also. Above 50,000 senior citizen applies. If they don't want, then 15G or 15H. Everybody knows 15G is for general customer. 15H we have to take from the senior citizen to exempt from the TDS. Tax benefit, yes. Up to 80C, 1.5 lakhs tax benefit they can get. This is with regard to your senior citizen scheme. PAN card, same concept. PAN they have to give. If not, Form 60 they have to give. If not, in the Form 60 when they are giving, they have to give a declaration within 6 months they have to provide. If not, again, account will cease the operation. Same condition for each and every account. Then forms also important. Form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Remember first is, see, any customer will open the account. So form 1 is opening. Then after opening the account, he will ask for extension. He may ask for extension 5 years, next 3 years, extension, second one. Then premature closure he may come. So third option. Fourth option, closure he may come. So you remember opening, then he will come for extension, then premature closure, then closure, then transfer of account. Then last one is cancellation or a variations. It is form number 10. These are the 10 numbers. If they ask a number, it is very difficult. So remember in that fashion, in whatever deposit we do for customers also, first we will open, then we will go for extension if customer ring. Otherwise, he will come for premature closure, then he will come for closure. 4 are normal. Then transfer of account. Generally will not come customer, so transfer of fifth option. Otherwise, cancellation is 10th. Form 10 it is. Now we'll come to the third scheme, that is public provident fund. This is a tax saving scheme. This is all. Okay. So all branches can do. This is very important. Now all the branches are allowed to open this PPF scheme 2019 who are eligible. PPF means above 18. No upper age limit. Okay. If guardian wants to open account on behalf of minor, on behalf of unsound mind also guardian can open. Who are all not eligible? In this only they have given not eligible very clearly. NRIs, HUFs are not eligible. Joint account shall not be opened under this scheme. PPF will not allow joint account. Very, very important conditions to remember. In the examination, they may ask you odd man out also to remember these things. So, yeah, very peculiar answers are here. So, PPF no upper age limit. Unsound mind also guardian can open. NRIs, HUFs not eligible. Joint account also not eligible. Okay. So same thing if in case of account holder subsequently becomes NRI, benefits can be obtained on non-repartition not repartition basis. And note, limits of subscription PPF you have to remember minimum 500 and multiplication of 50, maximum 500. Again, I'm repeating all the schemes here. First one they told Sukanya Samriddhi 250 in multiples of 50, maximum 1.5 lakhs. Senior citizen 1000 in multiples of 1000, maximum 30 lakhs. PPF scheme you see 500 only. All the three are different amount that you have to remember. PPF is 500 in multiples of 50. This is the scheme. Maximum again 1.5 lakhs only PPF scheme also because ATC na income tax rule. So that's why ATC. But the minimum deposit is 500 in a financial year they have to deposit. That is with regard to PPF scheme. PPF scheme duration is 15 years. PPF scheme deposit is 15 years. Whether extension can be done? Yes. One more block will be permitted for 5 years. Again, same concept. If anybody wants to go for extension before the expiry of 1 year from the date of maturity, they have to apply. Then it can be permitted. But in senior citizen scheme, they told 5 years plus 3 years. In PPF, they told 15 plus 5 years. That is the difference between PPF and senior citizen. So maturity in PPF scheme is minimum 16 yearly contributions party has to give. Actually, I told 15 years duration, but they told minimum 16-year contribution they should give. That is the reason it will close on first day of 17th financial year. Okay, rate of interest 7.5%. First slab again I'll go. PPF, PP, PPF, then Kisan Vikas Patra, then Sukanya Samriddhi, then senior citizen. 7.1 is the first one, 8.2 is the last one, senior citizenized. In between 7.5, after that 0.4 you have to add 7.5, then 0.5, 8%, then 8.2 senior citizen. This is the table, okay? So 7.1% for PPF scheme, we remember. Interest calculation, same concept. Lowest balance from a calendar month or 5th to 31st or month end, okay? Then discontinuation of the account, same thing, just like that. If any account is discontinued, minimum 500 now 500 he has to pay, penalty 50 rupees, same concept. Loan, because it's a public provident scheme, loan can be given, but after 1 year, before 5th year. Before 1 year no loan, after first year it can be before, but 25% of second. Then repayment, this PPF loan, if at all we are giving, principal should be paid within 3 years. Okay, interest in next to 2 months. Rate of interest 1% on the principal. And if principal not paid in 36 months, then rate of interest will become 6%. Withdrawal in PPF scheme. PPF scheme is after 5 years they can withdraw. Okay, yeah, well, withdraw from balance to his rate. Whatever balance is there on that they can withdraw. How much? Amount not exceeding 50% of the amount that stood to his credit at the end of the 4th financial year. Expiry of 5 years they're getting. Na? After 4th year, whatever rate is there, out of the 50% they can withdraw. When immediately preceding the year of withdrawal or at the end of the preceding year, whichever is lower. Partial withdrawal, yes, that also can be permitted, subject to available condition that total withdrawal during the block period of 5 years shall not exceed 60% of the balance at credit at the commencement of block period. So, shall not exceed 60% of the balance at credit. That is with regard to PPF partial withdrawal. Premature closure, 1% penalty will be there. And when the premature is permitted, life-threatening diseases, okay, higher education, change in residential status, then these things can be permitted, provided that under the scheme shall not be closed before the expiry of 5 years. Minimum 5 years it should run. Then only it can go for close. Death means account will be closed. Because PPF cannot be a joint account. So nominee may be there, but joint account will not be there. So account will be closed. These cases, premature is permitted with 1% penalty, just like us. Protection of credit balance. Remember, PPF, there is a peculiar point here. See, when a person deposited his funds in PPF account, it cannot go for attachment. Even government attachment also, court attachment or any court decree or a attachment of income tax, nobody will have the priority. So protection they will have to their balance. Okay. Nominations for duplicate passbook 50 same, transfer of account 100 same, tax benefit 1,50,000. Here the most important point. Interest credited is totally exempted. Balance held in PPF also completely free from wealth taxes. This is the advantage of this particular PPF. PAN same, PAN to be submitted, otherwise Form 60, otherwise declaration within 6 months, if not Caesar. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again same also. Opening, here the numbers are different. Opening, loan, closure, extension, premature. Okay. So these are the forms. Now we'll come to Kisan Vikas Patra scheme. This we are not so familiar. We have to remember, and remember one more important thing. All other schemes. See, Sukanya Samriddhi is 250 plus 50 in multiples of 50 and 1.5. PPF 500. Okay, 500 is a minimum amount in PPF, but maximum amount is 1.5 lakhs. And remember, Kisan Vikas Patra, senior citizen, every scheme is same. That is 1,000 in multiples of 1,000 only. That is the number amount you have to remember. Now, Kisan Vikas Patra is eligible. Three type of accounts they can open. Number one is adult himself can open, like us we can open. Minor or a person unsound mind with guardian. Guardian always coming in these schemes are minor or unsound person. Okay. Minor who at age of 10 years also can open. That means Kisan Vikas Patra, a 10 years minor can open directly. Then joint account, two type of there. In the name of up to 3 adults payable to all the account holders jointly or the survivor clause. A type account. B type account is also 3 adults payable to any of the account holders or to the survivor or survivors. So this is the 3 type of accounts can be opened in Kisan Vikas Patra. Then subsequently becomes NRI means account may be continued till maturity, but benefits are non-repatriation basis and the account shall be allowed to be extended and continues beyond maturity. Then NRIs, HUFs, everywhere they are not eligible. Now minimum amount 1,000 in multiples of 100, maximum no limit. I think I told wrong. Minimum 1,000, maximum 100. Senior citizen is minimum 1,000 in multiples of 1,000. Here only 100. Maximum no limit in Kisan Vikas Patra. I told you Kisan Vikas Patra scheme is only to double the amount. If whatever balance you put, it will be doubled after certain period. The certain period is 115 months. And the rate of interest is 7.5% government is paying. 7.5%. Okay. Same 7.5% we have seen in some other deposit also. 7.1, 7.5. That is Kisan Vikas Patra only. Yes, we already discussed. Premature closure. Yes, death of the account holder or anything, it can be permitted. So this is one chart I have given so that you will remember. Here you can see Suganya 250 into 50 maximum 1.5, PPF 500 into 50 maximum 1.5, Citizen 1000 into 1000 maximum 30 lakhs. Kisan Vikas Patra 100 in multiples, 1000 in multiples of 100, not 1000. Okay. Period. Sukanya 15 years period. PPF also 15 years plus 5 years extension. Senior citizen 5 years plus 3. KVP 115 months. Withdrawal partial. For education 50%, PPF also 50%, senior citizen after 5 years they can withdraw. Maturity for Sukanya is 21 years. Rate of interest already PPF is 7.5. Then comes our Kisan Vikas Patra 7.4, 7.5. Then comes 8% Sukanya 0.5. Then last one senior citizen highest 8.2. Interest everything is annual except senior citizen quarterly. I told you. Duplicate passbook 50 rupees. Transfer of account 100 rupees. Nominations all cases 4 rupees. All cases nominations are maximum 4 can be permitted. This is the 4 important schemes for examination purpose. Other than that, let us see some new schemes which are launched this year. The first one is National Pension Scheme for all citizens 434/2023. Very important scheme. This also we have to go through. I think this NPS scheme, all the new people who have joined after 2010, they are having. Okay. This is a contribution pension system regulated by PFRDA. Okay. Under whose jurisdiction? Ministry of Finance. Then NPS is a voluntary retirement savings scheme laid out to allow subscriber to make defined contribution towards planned savings, thereby securing their future in form of pension. Okay. For employees, this scheme will come. Atal Pension Yojana is for non-organized. Organized sector, this can be done. Eligibility. Residents, NRIs, over citizens between the age of 18 to 70 years can join NPS. And remember, they can continue or defer this NPS account up to the age of 75. Both are important. Okay. Then HUF and PIOs are not eligible for NPS. Corporates are also eligible. Proprietor, society, partnership, company, everybody is eligible. Okay. Can claim tax benefit for the amount contributed towards pension of the scheme is up to 10% of the salary. Can be deducted as a business expenses from their P&L account. Okay, this employees can do it, pension of employees. Okay, then PFRDA appointed two agencies for doing that. Protein E Government Technology Central Record Keeping Agency. Then the entire pension withdrawn at the time after retirement is tax free. The tax benefit under Tier 1 under Section 80 CCD with the overall ceiling of 1.5 lakhs natural. Additional deduction investment up to 50,000 in Tier 1 available under 80 CCD. See, NPS Tier 1 we can make one more 50,000 that is falling under 80 CCD. Okay. And remember, there are two tax benefits, tax Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 2 will not give any tax benefit. Tier 1 only will give. This is Tier 1 and this is Tier 2. This is Tier 1 is individual pension account and Tier 2 is optional account. But requires an active Tier 1. If Tier 1 is there, then only you can go for Tier 2. Withdrawal as per rules, but unrestricted withdrawals. That is the reason tax benefit is not there. No tax benefit. That is the reason. Minimum amounts are very, very important to remember because last time exam they have asked. Tier 1 means NPS 500 and the minimum contribution per year is 1000. Remember both. Opening 500, minimum contribution 1000. When it comes to Tier 2, minimum contribution is 1000 and to open account is 1000, contribution is 250. Very important again and again I am repeating. So 500 is for Tier 1, 1000 and opening, this is opening. This is contribution. In the exam also you should read the lines very carefully. Last time I think out of this one question has come. That's why I am repeating. No upper age limit, no upper age limit, no problem. Tier 1 means tax benefit is there. Tier 2 means no tax benefit is there. And whoever asks for withdrawal within 2 plus 2 working days, it has to be paid. This is the new, okay, new thing. T plus 2 working days, it has to be settled. Apart from that, tax benefits under ATCCD also it is there. Anyway, ATCCD already it is there. Other tax benefit is if subscriber partially withdraws NPS Tier 1 account before the age of 60 for any specified purpose, then amount withdrawn up to 25% of the subscriber contribution is exempted from tax. Then after 80 means 40% of the total corpus is exempted from tax. So before 60, 25%, after 60, 40% without tax they will get. Charges for sub-registration, 200 rupees. Okay, contribution charges, 0.5% of the contribution amount they have to pay, minimum 30, maximum 25,000. And charges for non-financial transaction is 30 plus GST per transaction. These are the charges, what you have to remember. But again, I am telling these amounts are very, very important. Tier 1, 500, 1000, Tier 2, 1250. Opening and contribution also have to remember. Now, partial withdrawal. In the NPS system, Tier 1 capital, if they want to go for partial, Tier 2 anyway it is permitted. Number of withdrawal they can do it. Then, after completion of 3 years in partial withdrawal, they can withdraw 25% of their contributions. After 3 years, Tier 1, they can subscribe with 25% of their own contribution for reasons like any health problem, disability. Then, this is important with regard to partial withdrawal. After the age of, before attaining the age of 60 years from the NPS, then 20% they can take. 80% of the accumulated pension, at least 80% of the accumulated pension wealth of the subscriber needs to be utilized for purchase of an annuity provided for regular pension to subscriber, and the balance pension wealth is paid as a lump sum to the subscriber. That means before 60, if anyone wants to go for a premature withdrawal, whatever amount they get, 80% will be invested and remaining 20% will be paid. However, subscriber can exit from NPS only after completion of 5 years. Any scheme government says minimum 5 years it should run. Okay, and most important thing is very important here. If the total corpus of the NPS is less than or equal, even they want to go to premature, if it is less than 2.5 lakhs, 100% he can take it. If it is more than 2.5, then only this provision will come. 80% will be invested, remaining 20% he can take back as a lump sum. If it is less than 2.5 lakhs means subscriber take 100% amount. Now the last one. When the subscriber reaches above 60 years, that is normal withdrawal. Then the guideline says 40% should be invested for future pension, 40%, and remaining 60% you can withdraw. So you have to remember less than below 60 years means after completion of 25%, less than 60 years means 80% will be invested, 20% can be paid. But minimum 5 years they should run. Less than 2.5 lakhs means 100% they can take. Normal withdrawal after 60 years, 40% will be invested, 60% he can take it back. But remember here one more point is there. If the total corpus is less than 5 lakhs, normal withdrawal is less than 5 lakhs, entire 100% he can take it outside. This is with regard to NPS. Now we'll come to the recent scheme, that is Mahila Samman Saving Certificate. Everybody knows this. Mahila, the name itself says Mahila. Okay, so woman can open, herself also she can open. As a minor girl is there in the house means guardian also can open by guardian on behalf of minor girl. This is the Mahila Samman. And this scheme Government of India is open for only 2 years for 2 lakhs. 1/4/23 to 31st March 2025. Minimum deposit again you see 1000 in multiples of 100. Maximum is 2 lakhs. This girl children or a minor girl or a woman can open up to 2 lakhs. Any number of accounts they can open, but maximum is 2 lakhs. Maximum is 2 lakhs. Then, and remember when they are opening different accounts, a gap should be there. Earlier account and opening of new account, minimum 3 months. They can 2 lakhs. Okay, they can deposit. Now, for example, they have deposited 50,000. Next, they can go up to 2 lakhs. Next 50,000 minimum gap should be 3 months. That you have to remember, minimum gap. Tenure is 2 years. From 1/4 to 31st March 25 in between they can open, but minimum tenure is 2 years. After 2 years only it will be mature. Only one investment may be done in one account. No subsequent. Once one account is opened for 50,000 means in that account they cannot deposit. Separate account they have to open. So like that they can go up to 2 lakhs. And rate of interest is very important. Again 7.5%. Same 7.5% also we are paying to Kisan Vikas Patra. Correct? Again I am repeating here. First is PPF, then Patra, then Sukanya Samriddhi, then Sindivision. First one is 7.1, that is PPF. Last one is Sindivision 8.2. That we will remember. In between two are there. PPF ke baad Patra. Patra means 0.4%, 7.5. Then it comes to 0.5% extra, 8% for Sukanya Samriddhi. So 7.5% we are giving for Kisan Vikas Patra. Same rate of interest we are giving to Mahila Samman also. Now withdrawal from the account, yes, it is permitted, but 2 years, deposit itself is 2 years. So they told after expiry of 1 year by submitting form 3. Only once it is permitted, and withdrawal is maximum 40% of the balance can be withdrawn by the in this. Okay. Now premature closure, yes, it is permitted. Premature closure. Account shall not be closed before maturity except the following. Generally death they are permitted. Okay. Then medical support, life-threatening death, very life-threatening diseases, and one more thing is premature close can be permitted any time after completion of minimum 6 from the date of opening an account by taking application number 4. Premature withdrawal, they told minimum 6 months account should run. Nominations 4 same. Agency charges. Already I told you in general banking also government scheme charges. Here also same. Physical mode means Mahila Samman certificate 40 rupees. Online if you open 9 rupees. Payment means 6.5 paisa per 100 rupees turnover. This is your Mahila Samman saving certificate. Now last point, NEFT facility was given for PPF and Sukanya Samriddhi accounts. Okay, PPF account and Sukanya Samriddhi, now our customers can through NEFT facility also they can give contribution. So thank you very much. This is with regard to your government small savings schemes.